Michele Sindona was one of the most complex and controversial figures in 20th-century Italian financial history, a man whose life seemed to unfold along a thin line between legitimate power and hidden darkness. Born in Sicily in 1920, he showed early intelligence and ambition, qualities that allowed him to rise far beyond his modest origins. By the 1960s and early 1970s, Sindona had built an impressive financial network, extending his influence across Italy, Switzerland, and the United States. He was not simply a banker. He was a connector of worlds, moving with ease among politicians, businessmen, and even high-ranking figures within the Vatican. To many at the time, he represented the image of Italian success on the global stage. Yet beneath this polished surface, troubling elements were already forming. Over time, suspicions began to emerge regarding his relationships with the Sicilian Mafia. Investigators would later suggest that Sindona's banking system had been used to launder money linked to criminal activities, including drug trafficking. These connections were not immediately visible, hidden behind layers of complex financial operations and international accounts. This ambiguity helped create the aura that surrounded him, a man operating in the open, yet never fully transparent. The illusion of stability began to collapse in the mid-1970s. Several of Sindona's financial institutions failed under the weight of irregularities that could no longer be concealed. Among the most significant events was the collapse of Franklin National Bank in the United States, which sent shockwaves through the international financial system. What followed was a series of investigations that uncovered fraud, false accounting, and secret transactions. Sindona's empire unraveled rapidly, revealing not only financial misconduct, but also a wider network of hidden relationships. As legal pressure increased, Sindona fled, but he was eventually arrested and tried in the United States. His conviction marked a dramatic fall from power, yet it did not bring clarity. Instead, the deeper authorities investigated, the more complex the story became. One of the darkest chapters occurred in 1979 with the murder of Giorgio Ambrosali, the lawyer appointed to liquidate one of Sindona's failed banks. Ambrosali had uncovered crucial evidence, and his assassination shocked Italy, reinforcing the idea that Sindona's connections reached far into dangerous territory. After being extradited to Italy, Sindona faced further trials and was convicted for multiple crimes, including his role in ordering Ambrosali's killing. Even in prison, however, he remained an unsettling figure. There were suggestions that he possessed sensitive information about powerful individuals, hinting that his silence might have been more valuable than anything he could reveal. This uncertainty fueled the sense that the full truth had never been completely uncovered. In 1986, the story reached its most mysterious conclusion. While serving his sentence, Sindona died after drinking coffee poisoned with cyanide. The official ruling declared it a suicide, but doubts quickly spread. Some believed he chose death to avoid further consequences or retaliation. Others suspected that his death might not have been entirely voluntary, considering how many powerful figures could have been threatened by his knowledge. Even today, Michele Sindona remains a symbol of the blurred boundary between finance, crime, and power. His life tells a story of ambition and dramatic downfall, but also one filled with shadows and unanswered questions. Whether he was acting alone or was part of a much larger hidden system is something that history has never fully clarified, leaving behind a lingering sense of mystery that continues to fascinate and disturb.